For decades, the world has been captivated by Princess Diana's secrets, the hidden facets of her life that have never been fully exposed. Diana's untold stories, the ones she quietly took to her grave, continue to be a source of speculation, mystery, and deep fascination. While her public life was the subject of immense scrutiny, many believe there was far more beneath the surface. Some say she was hiding something so big that it could shake the very foundation of the monarchy itself. And now, decades after her untimely death, her son, Prince William, is breaking his silence about a deeply personal secret. What he reveals about his mother will change everything we thought we knew about Princess Diana, and could alter the future of the British monarchy forever. Will William's revelation open doors to secrets darker than we could ever imagine? Stay tuned, because what's coming next will leave you questioning everything. For years, Prince William has been known for his stoic silence, a reserved and cautious approach when it comes to discussing the most emotional aspects of his relationship with his late mother. He always maintained a sense of dignity, respect, and guardedness in public. William rarely spoke about Diana in the raw, emotional way that many would expect, choosing instead to honor her memory with quiet reverence and admiration. His royal duty and position often necessitated that he remain composed, leaving his private feelings behind closed doors. Yet, something changed recently at a monumental public event. During the prestigious Earthshot Prize ceremony, while addressing global environmental issues and discussing the future of our planet, William, unexpectedly, deviated from his planned speech. In a surprising and deeply emotional moment, he opened a door to his personal world, and it wasn't a move anyone saw coming. At this ceremony, in front of an audience of world leaders, celebrities, and environmental activists, William made an uncharacteristically personal admission. It wasn't scripted, nor was it part of the formal speech he had rehearsed. These words came straight from the heart. He said, "My mother, Princess Diana, had a really big impact on me." The simplicity of these words seemed almost understated, but the weight they carried was undeniable. His voice, though steady, betrayed a profound emotion behind his public composure. Those who were there could sense the raw feeling and heartfelt sincerity in his voice. For the first time, William publicly acknowledged the incredible influence his mother had on shaping his identity, not just as a prince, but as the future King of England. This wasn't just a passing remark. It was a revelation, and it left the world stunned. The question now was, what had Diana done to shape him so deeply? And why had William waited so long to speak these words? What Diana was really preparing William for, a legacy of compassion. Growing up, William saw his mother as a loving, playful, and hands-on figure, a mother who was far from the distant and traditional royal image often associated with the monarchy. Diana was different. She broke the mold by bringing her children into the real world, exposing them to parts of society that most royals never ventured near. She didn't just take her sons to galas and charity dinners. Diana took William and Harry to hospitals, orphanages, and homeless shelters, places where royal protocol would usually prevent them from stepping foot. These were places of pain, struggle, and humanity, far removed from the glittering world of royalty. At the time, young William didn't fully understand why his mother insisted on showing him these painful aspects of life. Why did she feel the need to expose them to the hardships of ordinary people? Now, as an adult, William realizes that Diana wasn't merely showing him the suffering of others, she was preparing him for the future. She was raising him to understand that leadership meant empathy, to connect with real people, to understand their struggles, and to lead with compassion. Diana didn't want her sons to be royalty in the traditional sense, detached from the common folk. She wanted them to be royals who understood. And William now fully recognizes that these early lessons were more than just a mother's love. They were a blueprint for his future as king. Diana didn't teach William about royal duties alone, she taught him about responsibility. Her lessons weren't just about kindness, but about the deeper need for a royal to serve the people, because she knew one day he would have to do so from a place of true understanding. She wanted her sons to be leaders who connected with people on a personal level, leaders who saw beyond the palace walls. In her mind, royalty wasn't about glamour and prestige, it was about service. The shocking discovery: Diana's hidden acts of kindness. As time passed, Prince William thought he knew everything there was to know about his mother. He had seen her work, heard her famous speeches, and witnessed her compassion firsthand. But a few years ago, William made a discovery that would completely change his perception of Diana and her life's work. While going through some of Diana's old possessions, he uncovered an old thank you letter. The letter was written by a woman who had received financial assistance from an anonymous donor to cover her medical bills during a difficult time. William was intrigued by this letter, and, curious, decided to trace its origins. What he discovered left him stunned. Diana had been secretly making anonymous donations to cover medical bills, provide financial aid to struggling families, and offer personal support to those in need. She was doing this without any fanfare, without seeking recognition or reward. Diana's acts of kindness were happening quietly, behind the scenes, in a way that no one knew about. For William, this discovery was life-changing. He had always admired Diana for her public charity work, but this hidden side of her, the side that operated in the shadows, without any desire for recognition, completely redefined how he saw her. Diana's true legacy was not about publicity or the cameras. It was about the real, tangible impact she made on people's lives, in a way that was entirely unseen by the public. This was a new revelation, one that would become the foundation of William's own work. William's silent vow, continuing Diana's legacy. In that moment, Prince William made a silent vow to his mother: he would continue her work, not just in the public eye, but in the quiet, private ways she had. One of the most emotional moments of his journey came when he visited the Passage, a charity for the homeless that Diana had brought him to when he was a child. Returning to this shelter as an adult, William was struck by the impact Diana had on the staff and the people who had worked with her. Staff members spoke of how Diana treated them, not as royalty, but as human beings, as people who mattered. They shared stories of how she listened, made sure every person felt valued, and connected with them on a deeply personal level. As William walked through the shelter, he saw photographs of his mother, smiling, engaging with people, and listening to their struggles. In that moment, he realized that Diana's legacy was not just alive in him, it was vibrant and active, and it would never fade. Since that day, William has made combating homelessness one of his top priorities. He has launched initiatives, met with policymakers, and even spent a night on the streets to better understand the challenges of homelessness. For William, this is not just a royal duty, it's a promise to his mother. He is ensuring that her compassion and her work continue, not just in name, but in action. Will William change the monarchy forever? As Prince William steps closer to his future as king, many wonder, will he be able to fulfill his mother's vision of a compassionate, modern monarchy? Diana broke the mold of royal tradition, connecting with people on a deeply emotional level. She reshaped the monarchy and used her position to make real, lasting change. Now, William is continuing her work, but the road ahead is complicated. The monarchy has been steeped in centuries of tradition, and some within the royal circle argue that certain customs must never be compromised. But William is not backing down. He has a clear vision of what the monarchy can be, a force for good, a symbol of compassion, and a platform for change. William wants the monarchy to be more than just a figurehead. He wants it to be an active participant in solving the world's problems. But will the royal establishment allow him to reshape it in this way? Or will they push back against his modernizing ideas? The tension between tradition and progress is mounting, and as William moves forward, he faces an increasingly complex challenge. One thing is certain, Diana's influence has not faded. Through William, Her legacy lives on, evolving and shaping the future of the monarchy in ways no one could have anticipated. Her vision for a compassionate monarchy is not just a dream, it is becoming a reality. But will it be enough to overcome the forces of tradition? What do you think? Will William succeed in modernizing the monarchy and fulfilling Diana's vision? Or will the weight of tradition hold him back? Comment below, we want to hear your thoughts. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more royal insights. The future of the British monarchy is unfolding before our eyes, and it's more dramatic than anyone could have ever imagined.